Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Friday the 6th of October 2017. So yesterday in the pound, this is the live charts or the recorded live prices. You can see prices were sideways, and then the rumours started about the mutiny against May, and then the market just continued lower without filling the actual sell signals. Let me just show you what it looks like in the end of day chart there, so you can see the complete picture. So we had the first signal, then the second one, and unfortunately the three bars that followed actually rose instead of moving lower, but eventually moved lower, broke to the downside, and the range of this bar was not enough for 50% below, which is about there. So again, not within the three bars, which is a shame because the market moved down very nicely yesterday, over 100 points, but the price action wasn't just quite right to actually give the signals there. So in the daily chart, you can see that we've broken the 131.15 level that we drew in earlier in the week, and the only way to establish where the market's going to now, there's a couple of things you can do here. We've got this recent low to this recent high. There is the 76% retracement, and then you can use the low off here as well to see where, off all of these recent lows, to see where the market's going to actually go to, and then you've got the main low there. So these are all of the areas of support should the market continue to move lower, and I suspect it will, judging by the front pages of today's newspapers. There seems to be thoughts at the moment that she will be gone by Christmas, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm amazed she's not gone this long, to be honest with you. If you go back to the May and June market alerts after the fiasco of the general election, I'm surprised she didn't last a week, but she did. And then the Dow, well, we saw what happened yesterday. The market opened, as I keep saying, they want the market higher. They need to keep the illusion alive that everything's fine. We started off with a buy signal. We spiked and hit it through the 22,700 level, if I recall. I'll just remind myself here. And then we had another trade a bit later on. The market had already shown its hand. It's actually broke through here as well with the signal. The two bars that follow hold as well above the 22,700, and also the volume increased as well. So we know that they were busy buying this market, and then started to trail the stop, and you'll see that going through there. And then eventually I sent a note out in the evening that was enough on this one, 50 pips. I was actually at 52 when closed. You can see there, then the market, of course, trading sideways for the remainder of the session and starting to move higher. And on the overnight of the Dow, let's have a look. We got the new all-time high in there at 22,789. We're not far off now, 211 points off the 23,000. Vertical rise, but in the daily chart we have no volume at all. This is just, again, as we saw in the rise to 22,000, just pure fresh air manipulation, moving the markets to the upside. News today, big day today. We've got the big one out. There's no point looking at the rest. The market's going to be waiting for these figures. We've got the non-farm payroll figures out. Wow. Previous 156. Talk about market down. So if it comes out higher, it looks good. 82,000 new jobs created. Wow, that's incredible. So anything over 82,000 is going to be, oh yeah, it looks good, so we're all right. And then the market will go back up, won't it? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's have a quick look at the implied volatility of yesterday. A bit of surprise here as well. So on the implied volatility, the market was up, and so was the implied volatility, 718 to 734. Probably the day before the non-farm payroll figure, so that's probably the reason why, more so than anything else. Just to keep in mind as well, Puerto Rico, the deal that Trump spoke of the other day of wiping off the debt is now gone. They've got to go through the normal routes of bankruptcy, And also they run out of money on the 31st of October as well, so there's plenty coming down the line that could start to create things in this market. I don't think the end of October is going to look as pretty as the front end of it. There's a lot that can happen between now and the end of it. We're only 6 days in, and October is notorious for corrections and crashes. Whether we get those, who knows? But there are a couple of things that are down the line in October, mainly Puerto Rico's 74 billion debt and running out of money and not being able to pay it back, and Trump reneging on his deal. So let's see how things pan out. But first of all, let's see how they rig the non-farm payroll figures later this morning. Right, that will do it for today and also for this week. Have a great weekend as ever. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.